Orange County Eats.
The 2025 Class A 2A Sectional 46 is a rematch of last year's championship game as the Paoli Rams get set to take on the number 7 team and the defending state champions in the Providence Pioneers. This is how these two teams made their road to tonight's championship game at Singer Field. On Wednesday, Mitchell beat Clarksville 7-1. On Thursday, Providence shut out Eastern 10-zip, and Salem beat Crawford County 13-1. Then in semifinal round play on Saturday, Paoli edged out Mitchell 4-3, while Providence downed Salem 10-0 to set up the rematch here in 2025. Good evening, everybody. Dave Dedrick from Singer Field, ready to bring you tonight's action on our first what we call baseball weather night. Some hazy sunshine as well as a temperature around 80 degrees. And it's time for Rams baseball on Mix 95.3, streaming live on WUME953.com, and ask Alexa to play 953 WUME. As we mentioned, this is a rematch from 1 year ago when these two teams met up at Wayne Stock Field at Clarksville High School. And in that ball game, it was Providence taking the win 10-1. The Rams, though, they hung in there till about the fifth inning. Never gave up a big inning, but just a run here and a run there throughout the entire 7 innings. And then Providence with their power and hitting ability and then closed it out with pitching, able to produce that win to begin their run to the state championship last year, as the Rams will look to try and overcome one of the best teams that they faced all year long in the Providence Pioneers, who come in with a 13-7 record. The Rams now stand at 10-9. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Paoli Rams, they will be the visitors here tonight at Singer Field. Hitting first will be the shortstop, Kirkland Hughes. Hitting second will be the third baseman, Cooper Spires. In the third spot will be the catcher, Garrett Hickman. In the cleanup spot, the Rams' second baseman, Tyler Hannon. Hitting fifth and in center field will be Justin Thornton. Hitting sixth at first base will be Peyton Baker. The seventh spot, the Rams' right fielder, Hayden Bostock. Hitting eighth will be the DH, Raleigh Clunk. And in the ninth spot will be the left fielder, Aiden Hickman. And as we mentioned, the DH, Clunk, he will hit for our pitcher tonight, that being Austin Chastain, the junior for Paoli. For the Providence Pioneers, leading it off will be the left fielder, Lucas Mock. Hitting second will be the third baseman, Gavin Jackson. Hitting third will be the center fielder, Cole Hewitt. In the cleanup spot will be the pitcher, Blake Strube. Hitting fifth will be the catcher, Lincoln Kruer. Hitting sixth will be the third baseman, Zach Medlock. Hitting seventh will be Brady Haynes, the DH. And the eighth spot, the second baseman, Carter O'Daffer. And hitting ninth will be the first baseman, or the right fielder, I should say, number 3, Cale Sipes. And the DH in the order, Brady Haynes will hit fourth, the shortstop, Parker Pennington. Well, this team from Providence, they can hit the baseball. They come in with that team average of .331. And they have, as a team, 11 home runs already on the season. It's one thing that Coach Jeremy Payton said before the game. We can't give them anything extra. We got to get outs and make sure those are outs. And he said we got to have a good approach at bat because they'll see Strube tonight, not their best pitcher, but still a very effective pitcher, and they can't give up any walks at all. And Trey Watson, the head coach for the Providence Pioneers, said, well, we're playing well. He said we just got to start getting a little bit more consistent on the mound. But he said right now we are hitting extremely well. He said that is up and down the order, and that's not a good sign for the Rams. He said we're going to score. There's no doubt about that. He said we just got to make sure that we limit the runs that our opponents have. And he said, of course, we've got to have that consistent pitching. And then he said, as always, when you get into a game like this, you have to make those routine plays. So we'll see how it all plays out here tonight in this championship game between Paoli and Providence. The first pitch coming your way. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Embarking on the journey to homeownership is a significant milestone filled with excitement and anticipation. Springs Valley Bank and Trust offers personalized support to help you navigate this exciting endeavor with confidence. Are you ready to explore your home purchase or refinancing options? Call me, Chris Manship, at 812-936-5652, NMLS 416647. Loyal to you, your family, and your future. Bank NMLS 412076. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
Rams today on the mound in his championship game will have the junior Austin Chastain. He started Saturday against Mitchell through 56 pitches in that ball game. Comes in with a 3-1 record, 2.17 ERA, 29 innings pitched, 22 hits, 14 runs, 9 of them earned, 14 walks, 31 strikeouts. He'll be on the mound, and his counterpart tonight will be Blake Strube. Strube 0-3 on the year, 4.77 ERA, 22 innings pitched, 23 hits, 22 runs. He's walked 13 and struck out 10, and of those 27 runs, 15 of them have been earned. And Coach Watson said they'll ride him as far as they can tonight, the right-hander on the mound, a junior. Again, another young team in this lineup, only one senior that starts for the defending state champs, and they did not lose but a couple of players off of that ball club from last year. Their ace of the staff, Gavin Jackson, who threw a no-hitter in the state championship game last year. In fact, he pitched his team into the championship game with a 2-hitter over Salem on Saturday afternoon, as the Rams will be up to the plate first here today. And again, it'll be Kirkland Hughes, Cooper Spires, and Garrett Hickman. For the defense of the Providence Pioneers tonight, Lincoln Kruer will be behind the plate. At first base will be Zach Medlock, Carter O'Dapper at second, Carter Pennington at short, Gavin Jackson at third, Lucas Mock in left, Cole Hewitt in center, and Cale Sipes in right field today. For the Providence Pioneers will be the home team here this evening in this championship game. Kirkland Hughes, the Rams shortstop, the junior, will step up to the plate, hitting .339 on the year. As we mentioned, this team from Providence hits. We'll talk about that as when they come to the plate. .331. Rams as a team come in with a .234, so about a 100-point difference there when it comes to batting averages as far as the team up and down the lineup. Kirkland Hughes steps in from the right side to get this championship game underway, and the first pitch by Strube on the way is going to be a fastball taken at the letters for strike one. Kirkland Hughes, 13 RBIs on the year, 2 doubles and a triple to his credit when it comes to extra base hits. He looks at the next one. It's going to be another strike at the knees, and the count goes to 0-2. So Strube quickly out in front, the big right-hander. Veers into Kruer, has the sign, the 0-2 pitch, a little bit of a breaking ball that is fouled back and out of play off the bat of Kirkland Hughes. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Just giving a little bit of something different to look out. Straight away in the outfield against the Rams' leadoff hitter. The off-speed pitch sails outside, and the count is now 1-2. Hughes trying to get off to a good start. The Rams did on Saturday against Mitchell. Fastball is going to be called a strike 3 as Hughes goes down looking. That'll be the first out of the inning and the ball game, and Strube's first strikeout of the ball game. Rams third baseman Cooper Spires, the junior, will step in from the right side, hitting .271 on the year. 1 out, nobody on for the Rams, just getting started at Sightsinger Field, and a fastball again is a strike on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. All of a sudden here, Blake Strube is on it as this fastball, that actually curveball, is outside and high for ball 1-1. Hughes went down looking. Spires now getting his first crack from the right side. He pops it up into the air to the right side of the infield. Medlock comes down the line, circles around as he gets near the running base path and catches it in foul territory, and that will be out number 2 of the inning. Zach Medlock, who is in today. Strube is usually the normal first baseman for this team when they have their ace Jackson on the mound. So a bit of a different lineup here today for Providence. And stepping into the batter's box will be the Rams catcher, Garrett Hickman, one of the three seniors in the lineup, coming in hitting .269 on the year. And the fastball, the first one to him, is outside for ball one. Garrett trying to get something going here with 2 outs and nobody on. Strube's ball one pitch is a fastball that's low and inside, and the count goes to 2-0. First time that Strube in this early part of the game has fallen behind a hitter. Gets ready to wind. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Breaking ball is a strike, and the count goes to 2-1. Again, straight away in the outfield. Shade a little bit towards right as the right fielder against the lefty Hickman, and he fouls it the opposite way behind the third base dugout, which is the home today of the Paoli Rams. Count goes to 2-2. Strube looking to make it a 1-2-3 inning. The 2-2 pitch on the way is popped up out into right center field, going over his spires, but coming over as a center fielder. Much easier play for Cole Hewitt, and he is able to haul that in for out number 3 here in this first inning of play. So 3 up and 3 down for the Rams. After a half inning, there's no score on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
This one seems too high maintenance, and this one is definitely hiding something.
You still haven't picked one?
I can't help it if I just want the perfect relationship with my credit card.
Swipe and save at Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Our Visa credit card offers super low rates. Transfer your high-interest credit card debt with no balance transfer fee and no annual fee today. Visit HoosierHills.com and say yes to paying less for your credit card. Subject to credit approval. Qualification standards apply. Insured by NCUA.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Rams junior right-hander Austin Chastain begins his first inning of work in this championship game. The lineup that he faces today will start off with Lucas Mock, Gavin Jackson, and Cole Hewitt, the first 3 due up here today for the Providence Pioneers. And as we mentioned, this team hits. Mock will come to the plate with a .391 average, the junior, 11 RBIs, and 3 doubles to his credit so far this season. He'll face Chastain, as we talked about in the Saturday game. Austin has come on as of late over the last 3 or 4 innings, kind of separated himself from the rest of the Rams pitching staff and went to less than 60 pitches, 56 the other day, so he's able to come back on just that one-day rest. But they'll be watching him close here this afternoon. And, of course, in a championship game like this, everybody that can pitch, you are available. And that's what the Rams will follow the script here today if that is what needs to be done. And to the plate will be Lucas Mock, the left fielder. He'll step in from the left side as the Rams went down 1-2-3. See if Chastain can answer the same here in the bottom half of the first inning. Behind the plate will be Garrett Hickman, the senior catcher for the Rams. And Chastain's first pitch of the game is a breaking ball that is outside for ball one. Good hitting team here in Providence that have hit well throughout the entire year. 1-0 pitch is a line shot into the hole out in the left field. That'll be quickly fielded by Aiden Hickman, and Mock leads it off with a single the opposite way. That'll be the first hit of the ball game for Providence. And to the plate will be Gavin Jackson. Jackson, a junior, hitting .400 on the year with 19 RBIs, 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 5 home runs to his credit. Big right-handed hitter steps in the right-handed batter's box as Chastain will work with the runner on at first. That is Mock from the stretch, pitch home, and Jackson will take it for a strike on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Hickman from the stretch for the first time today. Checks the runner. Mock got on with a solid single. Next pitch is going to be low. Good stop that time by Hickman behind the plate to keep the ball in front of him to make it now a 1-1 count. Providence, see how aggressive Coach Trey Watson wants to be here early on with the first man, the leadoff hitter, on at first base from the stretch. Chastain, 1-1 pitch, runner goes. Inside, throw down by Hickman. Sails on him towards the third base side of the bag, and Mock will easily be down with a stolen base. He'll become the first runner in scoring position here today as the count goes to 2-1 to Gavin Jackson. Jackson a chance here to get the first run of the game, and now he'll step out. The umpire just wasn't quite ready. Now he is back, and so are our umpires along the base pass. Jackson crowding the plate from the right side, stands almost to the back of the batter's box. Quick throw back to second, but there's nobody there, and that sails out into center field, and that will allow Mock to go down to third. Those are not the type of plays the Rams make here, or would have to make if they want to win this game. That's the first error of the ball game as Hanna darted in, but then he went back. I don't know if Hughes was supposed to sneak in from behind, but he did not move. And the ball just went out to the center fielder, Thornton, and now all of a sudden Providence with a runner on at third base. Jackson looks at a strike called on the inside part of the plate. The count goes to 2-2. Gavin Jackson, the junior right-hander, wears number 25 on that blue Pioneer jersey, as Chastain's 2-2 pitch is popped up and out of play behind the first base dugout. Nice crowd on hand, as you would expect here for a championship game at Sightsinger Field between Providence and Paoli. Pioneers have a runner on at third with nobody out. 2-2 count here on the hitter, Gavin Jackson. Chastain now goes to the full line with the runner on at third. Ball is low, and a nice block again by Hickman. They keep it in front of him, and the count has gone full at 3-2 to Gavin Jackson. Outfield is straight away. See the center fielder, Thornton, shaded just a bit towards left. Big gap out in right center field. 3-2 pitch is beat on the ground and foul behind the third base dugout. If you weren't with us on Saturday, of course, Mitchell with this new synthetic turf field in its second year, and they've redone Sightsinger Field, and it is just immaculate shape here today. And a great ballpark not only to play in, but to come and watch a game as well. And the 3-2 pitch on the way from Chastain, and it is a shot down the left field line. Question is, will it be fair or foul? And it goes down as a long foul ball. Jackson just got out in front of that. That easily cleared the fence down the left field line. Fortunately, we got a few fans down there. It actually may have took one bounce and hit off the sign down there that welcomes you here to Mitchell Community Schools. Goes down as a long foul ball, and Jackson turned on that one, and now he'll come back to the plate. Runner down at third, that's Mock. He got on with a single, stole second, and then an errant on the pickoff play, and that put him over at third with nobody out. Jackson awaits the 3-2 pitch again. The wind from Chastain on the way, and it is a curveball that is outside, and that will be a walk, and that'll put runners at the corners here for the Providence Pioneers. First walk issued today here by Chastain. Runners at the corners. That'll bring up Cole Hewitt. Hewitt, the center fielder, hitting .417 on the year. Comes in with 15 RBIs, 8 doubles, 1 triple, and 3 home runs to his credit. He'll step in from the left side. One of the few seniors on this ball club. In fact, one of the 2 seniors that starts here in this lineup for Providence today. Chastain from the stretch. First pitch is a shot to right field past the first baseman. That's going to bring in the first run of the ball game. Jackson goes station to station. Now the ball bobbled by Hanna. Here's a throw over to third. Not in time. Gets away again from the third baseman. As rounding it, Jackson. Here comes the throw home. It's not there in time. And over to third on all of this throwing the ball around the ballpark goes Hewitt. As the Rams will give up a couple of errors on that play, as that will score not only the first run of the ball game, but the second one as well, and an unearned run here, and not what the Rams need to do when you're playing an excellent team here by Providence, as they are on quickly now on the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard by a score of 2-0, and still a runner at third with nobody out with the cleanup hitter, Blake Strube, coming to the plate. He's the pitcher of record today for Providence. Chastain from the wind and the pitch, and this one is going to be a strike taken on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Providence, a couple of hits, already 3 Ram errors, and they lead it 2-0. Hickman in a bit of problem, just got to settle in here now and get the batter out. There's a chopper to the second baseman, fielded nearly behind the bag. Hannon's throw over. He will get the runner at first, but that will drive in Hewitt from third base, and that'll make it now a 3-0 ball game on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. And Lincoln Kruer, the catcher, comes to the plate for the first time today, another left-handed hitter, hitting .352 on the season. First pitch to Kruer. He took a hack at it and fouled it off at the plate for strike one. 3 runs already in here for the Pioneers, only 1 out in the inning. All of the runs have been unearned here so far in the bottom of this first inning of play. Chastain, the right-hander, deals, brings the next fastball low and outside for ball one to Lincoln Kruer. Kruer, the 5th man to bat here in the inning already for the Providence Pioneers. He rakes one out into right field between the first baseman and the second baseman, and that's going to be the 3rd hit of the inning. They have all been singles, and that will bring to the plate Zach Medlock, the first baseman. Providence has another base runner on with 1 out. Medlock on the year, the sophomore, hitting .167 with 2 RBIs. Again, doesn't see a lot of action unless Strube is on the mound here, in which is the case today in this championship game. First pitch to the right-hander is going to be inside for ball one. Zach Medlock, wears number 12. Steps in that right side on the batter's box deep and crowding the plate. Chastain from the stretch. Tried to paint the outside corner, and he does. And the count goes to 1-1. Kruer is your base runner down at first for Providence. Gets his lead. Peyton Baker, the Rams' first baseman, holds him on. Quick throw over and diving back in ahead of the throw is Kruer. Kruer got on with a single, and that's where he stands now with 1 out. Medlock tries to keep the hit parade going here for the Pioneers. His next pitch from Chastain is going to be foul back and out of play, and puts Austin ahead in the count at 1-2, something he hasn't done a lot here in this first inning of play. 3 runs already in for the Pioneers. We are in the bottom of the first from Sightsinger Field. Chastain from the stretch. Runner goes, and it's hit out into center field on the line. Going over is Thornton. Oh, makes a great running catch to his right in left center field, and that's a big defensive play there by the Rams center fielder as Thornton is showing off his athletic ability for out number 2, even though that was hit right on the nose. And Brady Haynes, the DH, comes in. Last year, Justin, playing out in center, had a issue with the leg injury and really couldn't cover the field like he did on that one. But that time he was out and nearly had to dive for it, but was able to stretch out and get it as he pulls in out number 2. Haynes, he hits for the shortstop, Parker Pennington, here in the lineup. He's a sophomore hitting .260 on the year with 10 RBIs, another right-handed hitter. As Kruer on at first base. I believe we may have a pitch runner in there for him, as the first pitch is going to be high and inside for ball one. Haynes steps back in. Runner gets a lead down at first out near the cut of the turf with his lead foot, and apparently hit him on the inside. Okay, so that will be a hit by pitch. I knew it was inside, but it didn't look like it was that far inside. And that'll put 2 men on base.
Number 10, Garrett Jennings.
Jennings is your designated runner as he is down at second base now. First hit batsman of the game by Hickman. He's given up 3 runs on 3 hits so far here in this inning. The wind and the pitch, and the ball gets away from the catcher, bounces right back to Chastain, but it was so high he had to wait for it to come down, and that will allow both base runners, Jennings, the pitch runner, to advance down to third base, and Haynes goes down to second. That puts 2 men in scoring position with 2 outs. And at the plate will be Carter O'Daffer, the second baseman, hitting .206 on the year. Steps in from the right side, looks at the fastball at the letters, and that'll be strike one. Count goes to 1-1. O'Daffer, the eighth batter here to come to the plate for the Pioneers in the bottom of the first. The 1-1 pitch. That ball gets away, and here comes Chastain. Nope, Jennings has put the brakes on about halfway down. As Chastain comes to cover, Hickman gave it a look and then tracked it down. Not a lot of room behind home plate, and neither down the foul lines here, and with the brick around the bottom of the part of the home plate area from dugout to dugout. That's about 3 feet high, that small wall. The ball can bounce right back to you pretty quick. O'Daffer will take a strike on the outside part of the plate, and the count to O'Daffer is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chastain trying to end it right here without any further damage. Providence already put up a crooked number in this bottom of the first. The wind, the 2-2, and it's beat foul over to the Rams dugout. It's Jeremy Payton out there at the first step to field that one, and the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jennings, your pitch runner, he's down at third. Haynes is on at second. Chastain has a 2-2 count here to the hitter, O'Daffer. O'Daffer hits it on the ground. Coming over, third baseman, flagging it there. Aspires throw across the diamond nicely, and that will end this first inning of play for the Providence Pioneers, but it is a good one as they send a total of 8 men to the plate. They score 3 runs in this inning. There were a total of 3 hits, 2 men left on, and there were 3 Ram errors. At the end of one on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, it's Providence 3, Paoli nothing. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Rams find themselves in a 3-0 hole heading into the top half of the second in this championship game in Class 2A at Sightsinger Field. In a rematch of last year's game. And the Rams not off to a good start here. See if they can battle back here against the right-hander, that being Blake Strube. It'll be hitters 4, 5, and 6. Tyler Hannon, Justin Thornton, and Peyton Baker due up for the Rams here in this championship game. Big swing and a miss on the first offering to Tyler Hannon, and he's down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Tyler coming in, hitting 238 on the year for Paoli, right-handed hitter, fouls this one off the fist and out of play behind the press box here. Sightsinger Field, the count goes to 0-2. On deck for the Rams, Justin Thornton. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and this was just a bit outside. Hannon with a good eye did not go after it, and the count goes to 1-2. Outfield shaded just a bit towards left. No wind today here, at least right now. And a strike called at the knees as Hannon goes down looking, and that will be out number 1 of this second inning. That'll be strikeout number 2 by Strube. When he first came, the wind was blowing a little bit from right to left, but now the flag out in center field, no movement at all. Saturday, you'll remember, a brisk wind from left to right throughout the entire ball game. Thornton steps up to the plate, made a nice running catch in the bottom of that first inning of play, and he takes one at the knees for strike 1. Justin coming in, hitting 246 on the year. And this one gets by the catcher Kruger, goes all the way back to the wall, then bounces right back to him. And the count goes to 1-1. Peyton Baker, the Rams' first baseman, on deck here with 1 out and nobody on. 1-1 pitch, big swing and a miss by Thornton. and he's behind in the count at 1-2 strikes. Strube, a quick worker, ready to go, has the sign from Kruer, brings it home, and it's a strike on the outside part of the plate as first two men have gone down looking in this second inning for the Rams. Strikeout number 3 of the ball game for Strube, and that'll bring up Peyton Baker to the plate, the Rams' first baseman. Baker on the year hitting 186, in one of the 3 seniors in the Rams starting lineup, and on the team, he takes a whack at the first one, chopper to the third baseman, Jackson. A high throw, but a nice play by Medlock to go up and then come down and put the tag on Baker, who tried to slide around the tag, but a good play by Medlock on the high throw, and that will be the third out of the inning as the Rams once again go down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on at the end of an inning and a half on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. It is Providence 3, Paoli 0. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Looking for top-notch fuel that keeps your engine running smoothly? Pull into Riley Oil, your trusted supplier of marathon fuels. With convenient locations in Paoli, Orleans, and Hardinsburg, we've got you covered. Enjoy the ease of paying at the pump 24/7, or swing by Paoli where we'll pump the gas for you. Grab a snack and drink and be on your way with Riley Oil, fueling your journey every mile of the way.
Providence sent 8 batters to the plate in that first inning, and they lead it 3-0 as they will now come to bat in the second to face the right-hander, that being Austin Chastain. It'll be hitters 9, 1, and 2, Cale Sipes, Lucas Mock, and Gavin Jackson, due up here for Providence in the second inning of play. Sipes will come in hitting .356 on the year, 20 RBIs, 3 doubles, 3 triples, and 2 home runs. To his credit, he'll step in from the left side. Providence in their home blue jerseys with the white and blue pinstripe pants, and squaring around the bunt and taking it outside is Sipes on the first pitch as he gets ahead in the count at 1-0. Rams today have their white jerseys on with their purple pants. Sectional championship winner will move on to the regional on Saturday. And there's a strike taken on the outside part of the plate to Sipes, 1-1. Tell you more about that as that shapes up when the regional after tonight's sectional championship. The matchups will be announced tomorrow. On Wednesday. There is a bunt off the bat foul down the third base line from Sipes, and he falls behind in the count now at 1-2 strikes. On deck is the leadoff hitter, Lucas Mock, for the Pioneers, who have a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Chastain with the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Sipes goes down for the first out of the inning, and the first strikeout recorded as well by Hickman. And that'll bring up Lucas Mock. He singled to get things started, stole second, then got on with an error over to third, and then came in on the single by Cole Hewitt. Steps in for the second time here today to face Chastain. Hits it up the middle, going over to the second baseman, gobbled up there by Hannon. Throw is not going to be in time. That'll be an infield single as Mock with his speed down through there. Hannon had to range far to his right, nearly behind the bag that time to get it and set. And that'll be the second hit of the day for Mock, and the fourth hit of the afternoon here for Providence. Gavin Jackson walked and scored his first time up. The number 2 man in the order. He walked on a full count the last time up. Right-handed hitter with Mock on over at first and 1 out. Big cut, a swing, and a miss for strike 1. Remember, Jackson, though, gave one a ride down the left field line that was ruled foul. Now he'll step back in the batter's box behind in the count 0-1. Chastain and Hickman work on him. Chastain from the stretch, checks the runner, brings it home. Another off-speed pitch, a swing and a miss by Jackson. He's behind in the count at 0-2. Mock already one stolen base in this ball game. Big gap to shoot for from the right-handed hitter out into right center field, that being Jackson. Hickman from the stretch. Checks the runner at first, who takes off, pitches home, and it's flied out to right center field. That may get down. Bostock can't get to it, takes a high hop, quickly gets it back into the infield. They're going to wave in Mock, and Mock will come in as the ball bobbled near second base. So Mock, with that speed to a single to right center field, comes all the way in to make it a 4-0 ball game on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. A single and an RBI for Jackson. He's now down at first with one out in the inning. And that'll bring up Cole Hewitt to the plate. Hewitt, his first time up, singled and then came in to score in a couple of errors by the Rams as they were throwing the ball around the field off the bat of Lincoln Kruger. Jackson gets his lead at first. Doesn't go. First pitch swing and a foul off the bat. A big cut that time by Hewitt for strike one. Hewitt, the number 3 man in the batting order, hitting .417 on the year. That is the team best so far for this heavy hitting team of Providence. Garrett Hickman, Rams catcher, goes out to talk to his pitcher, Austin Chastain, and settle him down here. One out in the inning, 1 run in, and a runner over at first base. Couple of hits again here in this inning for Providence. Lead now 4-0. The pitch home, and it's sky fly ball out to right center field. Going back, though, is the center fielder. That will be Thornton. He'll reach up and pull it out of the air. Going almost 3/4 of the way down was Jackson, just to make sure, but that a long fly ball off the bat of Hewitt is out number 2, and that'll bring up Blake Strube. Strube, the pitcher of record today, he grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. He's the cleanup man in the order, hitting .393. Steps in from the right side. Jackson down at first. 2 outs now in the inning. Chastain winds, brings it home, and it's going to be a strike called at the knees for strike one. Strube trying to keep the inning alive. Jackson on at first for the Pioneers. He goes, a little check swing, throw down, not being in time. Nice backhanded stop, though, by Hughes, the shortstop. But it'll be a stolen base for Jackson as he now is in scoring position. And the count is 1-1 on the hitter, Blake Strube, with 2 outs in the inning. Rams shaded again a little bit towards the left. Gets the right-handed hitter. Big gap in right center field. Already the center fielder, Justin Thornton's made a couple of good catches out there, patrolling and covering a lot of turf and territory in the middle part of the field. And a fastball taken on the outside part of the plate by Strube, and he's behind in the count now at 1-2. Austin Chastain trying to end that inning right here. 1 run already in and a runner down at second. And the pitch is just a little bit low. Rams would have liked to have that one, but it's out of the strike zone, and the count to Strube goes to 2-2. Jackson, the runner at second. Chastain from the stretch. Checks the runner, gets a good lead, brings it home, and another pitch that is going to be low, and the count, Strube has worked it to 3-2. He grounded out, as we mentioned, to the second baseman his first time up. Second baseman and shortstop dance in behind Jackson, trying to keep him close. Chastain from the stretch, 3-2 pitch. Runner goes, throw down, and they have got him. What a throw that time by Garrett Hickman. And right there, Cooper Spires put the tag on the head-first slide that time by Jackson, but not in time as he is gunned down for the 3rd out of the inning here in this second for the Mitchell Blue Jackets. And that means here in the inning, there was 1 run in this inning, a total of 2 base hits, 1 base runner on, and no Ram errors. At the end of 2 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, it is Providence 4, Paoli 0. You're listening to
2 Rams baseball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Blake Strube walks back to the mound to begin his third inning of work here in the top of the third in this championship game. And he has the 4-0 lead on his side of the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Rams have gone down 1-2-3 in their first two at-bats. It'll be the bottom third of the order. Hitters 7, 8, and 9, Hayden Bostock, Raleigh Clunk, and Aiden Hickman due up here to face Strube for the first time here in this ball game. Well, as we talked about earlier, the winner will be advancing on to regional play this Saturday. They will take on the winner of regional, from sectional, 45. That's Switzerland County and Austin being played tonight. Games will be a doubleheader format, just a one game, though, regional, but there'll be two regional championships at one site. The South regional sites include right here at Sightsinger Field in Mitchell, Jasper, Southridge, Floyd Central, Evansville Wright at Bossy Field, Madison, Mooresville, and Center Grove. And again, on Wednesday, the IHSAA will announce those pairings and times where the regionals will be played for each of the sectional championships. Blake Strube ready to get back out on the hill as Hayden Bostock, the right fielder for the Rams, again, one of the three seniors here in the lineup and only three seniors on the squad. We talked about with Coach Payton here earlier today, a lot of young teams, not a lot of seniors on any of the ball clubs here this year. Bostock bunts. It goes to Jackson, the third baseman, throws across the diamond, and they get him. That'll be one pitch and one out here in the third inning of play. And that'll bring up Raleigh Clunk, the DH, the young freshman, hitting .262 on the year. Of course, he does hit for the pitcher, that being Austin Chastain. Clunk, .262, 4 RBIs and one double. Steps in from the right side with one out and nobody on. First pitch from Strube is a strike at the knees for strike one. Raleigh coming on about third of the way through the season, getting into the lineup, takes a big cut there and comes up empty and falls behind the count 0-2. Like he's going to have a bright future, though, for Rams baseball. The 0-2 pitch. And he goes down looking, and for Stroop, that's going to be strikeout number 4, and all of them have been Rams caught looking. And Aiden Hickman will come to the plate, the Rams left fielder, with 2 outs and nobody on. Aiden hitting .167 coming into tonight's championship game, steps in from the right side. Stroop trying to get a very efficient inning going here, and the first pitch by Hickman is fouled off his bat now to play for strike one. Should Aiden get on, we'll go to the top of the order with Kirkland Hughes. Strike one pitch is low and bounces off the turf, and the count goes to 1-1. Strube so far has struck out 4, has not walked a batter or hit a batter or give up a hit so far here today. Trying to go clean through the lineup for the first time. Next pitch is sailing outside, and the count goes to 2-1. Bostock bunted to the third baseman and a strikeout. Here's one hit on the ground to the shortstop. Pennington gobbles it up, throws it across the diamond, and that'll be another quick 1-2-3 inning for the Providence Pioneers as the Rams go down quietly here in the top half of the third inning of play. And after 2.5 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, Providence on top, 4-0. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Looking for top-notch fuel that keeps your engine running smoothly? Pull into Riley Oil, your trusted supplier of marathon fuels. With convenient locations in Paoli, Orleans, and Hardinsburg, we've got you covered. Enjoy the ease of paying at the pump 24/7, or swing by Paoli where we'll pump the gas for you. Grab a snack and drink and be on your way with Riley Oil, fueling your journey every mile of the way.
Well, I looked to my right on the pitch count tracking chart that Ben Seitsinger is keeping here again this evening. And Chastain already with 45 pitches through 2 innings of work. And in those 2 innings, he's faced a total of 13 batters. And here in the third will be hitters 5, 6, and 7, Lincoln Kruer, Zach Medlock, and Brady Haynes. Middle part of the order here for the Providence Pioneers, who lead it 4-0. Chastain, see if he can get a clean inning here for the first time today. Going through this order for the second time. And good hitting team like Providence, well, they've had their good cuts already in the first lineup through, and get to that third, well, they can really start to wait and start to figure out what the pitcher is trying to do. And the first one gets away all the way back to the backstop, and that'll be ball 1 to Kruer. Kruer, the first time up, had a single and ended up going all the way around to third when the inning came to a close. But it was a good inning for Providence in that first when they picked up 3 runs and added a single in the second. Now they begin their work in the third, and there's a curveball that catches the outside part of the plate to Kruer, and the count goes to 1-1 strike. Kruer, the catcher, hitting .352 on the year. 1-1, another curveball, but this one is high and out of the strike zone. The count goes to 2-1. Outfield straight away against the left-handed hitter. Bostock maybe shading just a little bit towards the line in right. The 2-1 pitch is outside, makes it now 3-1. As Kruer steps in from that left side again, crowds the plate, steps deep in the batter's box like his right-handed teammates do. Takes a good whack at that one and fouls it off the screen behind home plate. Count goes full with 3-2 to Lincoln Kruer, the leadoff hitter in this third inning of play for Providence. Again, wind picks up just a bit, blowing out from right to left, but not much to make any difference. On the distance here, on the hitter, the leadoff 3-2, a swing and a miss on a curveball, and Kruer way out in front of that one. That'll be the first out of the inning. Second strikeout recorded by Hickman, and that will bring up Zach Medlock. He popped out to center field on a nice running catch by Justin Thornton out towards left center field. Thornton we see now shade a little bit more towards left this time up. The big right-handed hitter steps in, jumps on the first one, backhanded stab by Spires, long throw across the diamond, right on the money. And there is quickly 2 up and 2 down here in the third. And to the plate will be Brady Haynes, the designated hitter. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Ended up going down to second before he was stranded there when the inning came to a close. 2 outs now, and nobody on. Chastain trying to go 1-2-3. First pitch is a breaking ball that sails high, and the count goes to 1-0. Austin, second game in a row that he has started here in the sectional. Next pitch down to Haynes is low, and it goes to 2-0. Bases are empty. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third for the Providence Pioneers. A rematch from last year's sectional championship game won by Providence. The 2-0 pitch is going to be low and inside, and Haynes ahead in the count 3-0. So after a strikeout and a ground out, Chastain walks behind the mound and adjusts the belt buckle and takes a deep breath and now climbs back up to the rubber. The wind, the 3-0 pitch, and it's going to be a strike called on the outside part of the plate. Thought it might have been a little bit too far off, but the umpire behind the plate said no, it caught the corner, and it's 3-1. Austin ready to deal. The 3-1 is hit into the hole out in the left field. That'll be another single. They've all been singles, but they're adding up here this afternoon and evening for Providence. A 2-out single by Haynes, and that'll be hit number 6 of the ball game. Carter O'Daffer, he grounded out to the third baseman on a nice play. Ranging to his left was Cooper Spires towards the hole, and that brought the first inning to a close. So a runner on at first with Haynes and 2 outs. Chastain from the stretch, and the first pitch is going to be taken right at the letters for strike 1. O'Daffer coming in, hitting .206 on the season. He is one of the seniors in the lineup, he along with Cole Hewitt. Strike 1 pitch. Ball low on the outside, and the count goes to 1-1 strike to Carter O'Daffer. Haynes with a 2-out single. He is on at first base. 4-0, Providence leads. We are in the bottom of the third in this championship game of sectional. Off-speed pitch, going to sail high and outside. O'Daffer gave it a look. It did not commit, so he gets ahead in the count at 2-1. Haynes getting his lead at first. Peyton Baker holds him on there for the Rams. 2-1 pitch, and it's going to be low and outside, and the count goes to 3-1. For getting the first 2 outs, Chastain now struggling just a bit. Maybe the final inning that we see him. We mentioned over 50 pitches now here on this Monday evening. The stretch, the pitch, and this one's hit down the left field line, but it will be curving foul. Hit about 3 feet in front of the fence down the left field line. Providence has had a couple of those big wallops down the left field line. Unfortunately for Paoli, both of them have gone foul. O'Daffer with that long foul ball pulls the count even at 3-2. If Chastain comes back maybe with something off speed here to see if he can get a big strikeout here, but the runner on at first and 2 outs in the inning. Shakes off one sign, has one that he likes now. From the stretch, brings it in, and it's going to be high, and that's going to be a 2-out walk. And that will put runners on at first and second for Providence with 2 outs in the inning. Third walk of the ball game issued by Austin here this afternoon. And to the plate will be Cale Sipes, the right fielder. He struck out his first time up. One of the 2 strikeouts recorded so far here today by Chastain. Runners at first and second. Left-handed hitter, Sipes, played the first baseman off the bag to kind of close up that hole, and Sipes looks at one high and tight for ball 1. Top of the order on deck in Lucas Mock. Chastain does not want to get to that part of the order here in this inning, if at all possible. Her ball sails way outside, and the count goes to 2-0. Innocently enough, a strikeout and a ground out, but a single by Haynes and a walk to O'Daffer, and Chastain in some trouble in this third inning. From the stretch, behind in the count 2-0. The pitch on the way, fouled straight back off the screen, and that takes the count to 2-1 strike. Mock, the on-deck hitter, will retrieve that foul ball behind the plate and hand it off to the umpire as he retreats back to the on-deck circle. Again, a gorgeous day here in the evening at Sight Singer Field for the baseball. And the 2-1 pitch is a curveball that clipped the outside part of the plate for strike 2, and the count goes to 2-2 to Sipes. Austin Chastain trying to finish off this batter and the inning without Providence getting another run. 2-2 pitch, another curveball, as this one is too far outside, and 3-2 is the count on Cale Sipes. Sipes, the sophomore, hitting .356 in the number 9 spot. Left-handed hitter is the right fielder. The 3-2 pitch by Chastain on the way, and it's going to be a breaking ball that is too far outside, and that's going to be back-to-back walks, and that will load them up as we go to the top of the order here for the Providence Pioneers. 2 outs in the inning, 4th walk of the day, and the second in this inning by Austin Chastain. Head coach Jeremy Pate now to talk to his pitcher as the Rams trail it 4-0. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
Tired of slow internet and weak Wi-Fi? Get connected with Orange County Fiber, your local reliable fiber internet service. With powerful parental controls, device prioritization, and built-in cybersecurity, your whole family can browse, stream, and game with confidence. And that's not all. Some plans even include indoor and outdoor cameras or video doorbells for extra peace of mind. Call Orange County Fiber at 812-865-2229. Fast, safe, and smart internet for your home or business.
Started off innocently enough, and the Rams in trouble with the bases loaded and the top of the order up in Lucas Mock, who's had 2 singles and 2 runs scored today. First pitch to Mock is outside for ball 1 after the meeting on the mound. Chastain nearing the 70-pitch mark here in the 3rd inning. The 1-0 pitch is a rake to the second baseman, a one-hopper fielded there by Hannon, lob it over to first, and that'll get the Rams finally out of the inning here in the 3rd for Providence. As for the Pioneers in the inning, there were no runs. There was only 1 base hit. There were 3 men left on, and there were no Ram errors. At the end of 3 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, it is Providence on top 4-0. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Tired of slow internet and weak Wi-Fi? Get connected with Orange County Fiber, your local reliable fiber internet service. With powerful parental controls, device prioritization, and built-in cybersecurity, your whole family can browse, stream, and game with confidence. And that's not all. Some plans even include indoor and outdoor cameras or video doorbells for extra peace of mind. Call Orange County Fiber at 812-865-2229. Fast, safe, and smart internet for your home or business.
Blake Strube has faced the minimum, 9 up and 9 down so far as we go to the 4th inning of play. It'll be Kirkland Hughes coming to the plate for Paoli. He was a strikeout victim his first time up to lead off the 1st inning for Paoli. Kirkland coming in, the junior shortstop, hitting .339 on the year, trying to get something going here. 3 runs in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, none in the 3rd for Providence for their 4 runs today so far. And Kirkland Hughes will step up to face Blake Strube for the 2nd time here this evening in this Class 2A Sectional 46 championship game. And the first pitch to Hughes is going to be low and inside for ball 1. Strube ready to work. The wind and the pitch. A big swing and a miss on a high fastball for strike 1, 1-1. Lincoln Kruer, your catcher behind the plate for Providence this evening. 1-1 pitch, and it's hit out into right center field. That might get down. It does. It could go to the fence. It's going to be extra bases. Around first, heading to second as Kirkland Hughes looks over to Jeremy Payton, the head coach, who puts up the stop sign, and that'll be a double in the first hit of the game here for the Rams, and Kirkland Hughes is down at second base with nobody out. That'll bring up Cooper Spires to the plate. Spires, he popped up his first time to the plate as he steps now in with a runner on at second and nobody out. Zach Medlock at first, Carter O'Daffer at second, Parker Pennington at short, and Gavin Jackson at third, the infield for the Pioneers. Off-speed pitch is fouled off at the plate off the bat of Cooper Spires for strike 1. Outfield left to right is Lucas Mock, Cole Hewitt, and Cale Sipes for Providence. Blake Strube, the right-hander on the mound, the junior. Here's in now, pitching from the stretch for the first time this evening. And Spires lifts up a pop-up as it comes down to the right side and goes out of play. Behind in the count now is Cooper at no balls and 2 strikes. Spires coming in, hitting .271 into this championship game. And have to be very aggressive here at the plate. He calls time. Nope, not granted. Strube looks, brings it home. Strike 2 pitch is going to be, I think it's going to be called for a strike at the knees. Now Cooper walks away, so that will go down as a strike. And the umpire tells Coach Peyton, got him right at the knees, so that'll be a strikeout. Number 5 recorded by Strube. And to the plate, Garrett Hickman. Hickman popped out his first time up. Out to the center fielder. Hughes a double to lead it off to right center field. He's out at second with 1 out now. Rams trail it 4-0. Trying to see if they can pick up a run and get closer. First pitch to the lefty, and Hickman will take a strike for strike 1 on the off-speed pitch. First base runner and the first hit for the Rams here in the 4th. Strube from the stretch, second time that the Rams have seen the big right-hander. Fastball is going to be too far outside, and the count goes to 1-1. Brewer, a good job behind the plate to quickly move to his left and make sure that that ball did not get by him with the runner down at second. 1 out in the inning for the Rams. Strube from the stretch, the pitch home, and a big swing and a miss by Garrett Hickman, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes to the Rams catcher. Garrett coming in, hitting .269 on the year, 7 RBIs, but like to pick up number 8 right here if possible. Strube checks the runner. That's Hughes down at second with 1 out. Another long look, the pitch home, and it's going to be a strike called as Hickman goes down looking. So once again, back-to-back strikeouts looking. That's the 6th of the day by Strube, and it'll be up to Tyler Hannon now to move Hughes along and try and bring him in. Hannon was a strikeout victim looking his first time up back in the 2nd inning of play. Strube gave up the leadoff doubles, now come back with 2 big strikeouts. And Hannon will take a strike, a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Tyler steps out, now back in. Second baseman hitting .238 on the season. Strube looks the runner, brings it home, and it's fouled off at the plate and may have got a part of Tyler as he comes out of there limping. Might have got him on the right foot or right shin. Either way, it stings, and the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. I remember the other night when we were down at the girls section, and Jay Walker, the Rams catcher, had been out for about 2 games because she fouled one off of her left foot, and lo and behold, what did she do the first time she came up on the very first pitch? Fouled it off that same foot again, but she was able to battle back like always, and I'm sure Tyler will too. As trainer Ian Bostock comes out, Tyler squatting down on his haunches here as trying to work that one off and talk it over with Ian and give him some words of encouragement. The umpire is, of course, gracious enough to give him as much time as he needs here to try and gather himself and get back into the batter's box. It's 4-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Providence picked up 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Rams have their best scoring opportunity so far here in this game as Tyler gets a nice round of applause from the Ram fans to our left down the third base side as he is regrouped and ready to step in. But he's got to be ready. He's behind in the count 0-2. Strube checks in with Kruer. A long look, shakes off the first side, now has the second. Checks the runner at second and brings it home. And it's a fastball on the outside part of the plate. So after giving up the leadoff double to Kirkland Hughes, there are 3 straight strikeouts, all of them looking here by the Rams in the 4th. As we'll go to the bottom of the 4th on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. It is 4-0, Providence on top. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Rams make a move on the mound here as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It will be Kirkland Hughes. He'll move in from the shortstop position for the Rams. Chastain will go from the mound to third base, and Spires will move over from third base to short here this afternoon. As coming in, Hughes on the year 2-0, 2.05 ERA. Pitched 13 2/3 innings, giving up 11 hits, 6 runs. 4 of them have been earned. He has walked 11 and struck out 13. So 3 innings of work here tonight for the pitcher, Austin Chastain, for the Paoli Rams. And he is responsible for all 4 of those runs here this afternoon that have been put up on the board by Providence. And for Providence here to face Hughes for the first time, it will be hitters 2, 3, and 4. Gavin Jackson, Cole Hewitt, and Blake Strube. Jackson on the day walked and scored, a single and an RBI, and then was cut down stealing to end the inning back in the second inning of play. Faces the right-hander Hughes, jumps on that first one, Jackson does, and fouls it straight back off the screen for strike 1. Jackson, the junior, 400 hitter coming into this championship game. Again, a very impressive line, 19 RBIs, 3 doubles, a triple, and 5 home runs this season. Nearly had another one tonight. He looks at that off-speed pitch, and he'll take it for a strike. He'll fall behind in the count at 0-2. On deck will be Cole Hewitt. Hughes on in relief. The wind, the pitch, and it sails too far outside. And the count goes to 1-2. See how Hughes now does his work here this afternoon on in relief of Chastain, who's down at third base. From the wind, the pitch, and this one sails high and inside to Jackson, and the count goes to 2-2. Rams on the infield, playing deep near the edge of what would be the grass here on this turf field. And off-speed pitch has popped up, but it's going to make its way foul and out of play behind the stands down the first base way, which is where all of the Providence Pioneer fans have set up here tonight. Count will remain at 2-2 to Gavin Jackson, leading it off here in this fourth inning of play. Kirkland used the big rangy right-hander from the stretch, 2-2 pitch. It's going to be a fastball that's low and outside, and Jackson has battled back to go full at 3-2. Chastain playing off the line a couple of strides, but deep at third. As Hughes now waits, and the payoff pitch is going to be low for ball 4, so that will be a walk to open up the inning here for Jackson. First walk issued by Hughes, the 5th of the day by Rams pitching, and that'll bring up Cole Hewitt to the plate. He singled and scored in the first, and then flied out to center field his last time up. Jackson, we've seen already a threat to run down at first base, and he is on with nobody out. Peyton Baker will hold him there for the Rams. Hewitt, the left-handed hitter, first pitch sails high and outside for ball 1. Cole Hewitt, one of the seniors in this lineup, hitting .417, the best batting average on the team, steps in from the left side. Quick throw over, and Jackson going to dive in ahead of that throw, applied by Hughes over to Baker on the tag. As Kirkland looks into the Rams dugout, now checks with his catcher and checks over on the runner at first. The 1-0 pitch, and it's going to be off the plate, a fastball, and the count goes to 2-0. Hughes on in relief of Austin Chastain, who went those 3 innings, giving up 4 runs on 6 hits, struck out 2, walked 4, and hit 1 batter will be his pitching line here in this ball game. As one's popped up and out of play down the left field line off the bat of the left-handed hitter, Cole Hewitt. And we'll bring it back, and count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Gavin Jackson battled back after falling behind to lead off this inning to draw a leadoff walk. He's down at first base. The pitch, the runner goes, and it's hit out into left field. Hickman broke in. Now he goes back. It's going to be over his head. In fact, it's over the fence out in left field, and that's going to be a 2-run homer. Didn't look like it was going to make it, but it just barely cleared the fence over the VFW sign out in left field. And Cole Hewitt comes up with his 4th home run of the season, and he picks up 2 big RBIs on that one big swing. And just like that, it is a 6-0 ball game in favor of Providence as they go the long ball distance for the first time here this evening. And that'll empty the bases, and still nobody out here for Providence. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Blake Strube. Strube has grounded out to the second baseman and walked his previous 2 trips. Hewitt goes the other way, out to left field. Drives in 2 more Providence Pioneer runs, and the first pitch to Strube is low and outside for ball 1. Kirkland Hughes here on in relief. Charged with those 2 runs, a big swing and a miss by Strube on the next offering. Took a little bit off, and the count goes to 1-1. Strube so far has done the job on the mound here today in this championship game, and he rakes one out into left center field. Can't get to that one. It's going to take a hop, and it will go over the left center field fence, and that'll be a double off the bat of Blake Strube. As Hughes not fooling anybody, second extra base hit here in this inning, and that'll bring up Lincoln Kruger to the plate. See if Coach Watson may want to run for his pitcher, Strube, out at second. I believe he will. He's coming in to talk to the umpire, and looks like he will bring in number 16.
Courtesy runner, number 16, Mason
Wentz will come in for Strube. He'll be down at second base with nobody out. And to the plate will be Lincoln Kruger, the catcher. Kruger has singled and struck out in his first 2 trips. 6-0 now in favor of Providence. 2 runs on the 2-run homer here by Cole Hewitt in this 4th inning. And then Strube has followed that up with a double. Pitch runner down at second. And the first pitch to Kruger, the catcher, is outside for ball 1. Kruger, a junior, hitting .352 on the year with 16 RBIs. Hughes from the stretch brings it home, and it's going to sail outside and low for ball 2. You have to get it out here. Kruger, the 4th man that Hughes has faced here in relief. And the next pitch is going to be inside, backs him off the plate, and it's quickly 3-0. Hughes peers into Hickman for the sign from the stretch. Checks the runner, 3-0 pitch, and it's a strike at the knees on the outside part of the plate, 3-1. If Kirkland can battle back against this batter, the runner on at second and nobody out. 2 runs already in. Nearly got him picked off. They throw behind him. Do they get him? No, as that time it looked like Went was just about ready to take off, and all of a sudden he had to put the brakes on and retreat back to the bag as Spires came over to apply the tag, but not in time. The 3-1 pitch home, and it's a chopper for the second baseman, fielded by Hannon. Play over to first. Do they get him? They do, as the batter slid into first, but that'll get the runner over to third base. That'll be the first out of the inning. And to the plate will be Zach Medlock, the first baseman. Medlock so far today has flied out to center and grounded out to third. Step in from the right side, hitting 167 on the year, big rangy right-handed hitter. Runner down at third went the pitch runner, and the first one is high and inside, ball 1 to Medlock. As we mentioned, these 2 teams played in the sectional championship last year in baseball, and the next pitch is low in the dirt for ball 2, and of course, a couple of months ago, they were in the basketball sectional championship that Providence won on the last second. The Rams trying to see if they can bounce back. Haven't had much luck against the Pioneers in championship games. This one's popped up to the middle of the infield. Coming over is Chastini. Lost it now. I think he finally got it, as Hughes thought that he was going to give up on it. He gave it a look, then Chastain finally came in and made a little bit more exciting than it should have been on the high pop-up to the left side of the infield, but that will be out number 2. Keeps the runner down at third base, and that'll bring up Brady Haynes, the DH. Haynes has been hit by a pitch, and Single was left stranded in the third. He jumps on the first one, lifts a high pop-up. Spires at shortstop, now moving over behind the bag and reaches up to pull down out to number 3 here in this fourth inning of play for Providence. But another good inning for the Pioneers as they picked up 2 runs in the inning. There were 2 base hits, there was 1 man left on, and no Ram errors. At the end of 4 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, Providence 6, Paoli 0. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
In the top of the 5th, the Rams will send hitters 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. That'll be the center fielder, Justin Horton, followed by Peyton Baker and Hayden Bostock. Rams had their best opportunity to score back in the 4th when they had a leadoff double by Hughes, but then the next 3 Rams went down strikeouts, all 3 looking, and Thornton, who struck out looking his first time, took a big cut and misses to start off the 5th behind 0-1. The strike 1 pitch is fouled straight back and off the screen. And the count 0-2 as Strube, ending his 5th inning of work, has had his way except for that double by Kirkland Hughes. The strike 2 pitch on the way by Strube and reaching out and fouling it out of play behind the first base dugout off the bat. Thornton. Justin's made a couple of nice running catches out in center field. He's had to cover a lot of turf here this evening. Strike 2 pitch. And it's strike 3 called as Thornton will go down for the 2nd straight time looking. That'll be out number 1. Strikeout number 8 recorded by Strube. And Peyton Baker will come to the plate. Baker was out, grounded out to the third baseman Jackson on a nice play, his first time out. 1 out, nobody on for the Rams in the 5th. Breaking ball is high and inside for ball 1. Peyton Baker, the senior first baseman, hitting 186 on the year. Looks at the next one high and outside and is ahead in the count here quickly. 2 balls and no strikes. Straight away in the outfield for the right-handed hitting first baseman for Paoli. And the same in the infield as well. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball. And Baker comes up empty and the count goes to 2-1. On deck for the Rams is Hayden Bostock. 1 out, nobody on, and time taken here. I believe Baker called it, and he did, and the umpire was able to grant it before Strube got into his pitching motion. Ready to go this time, 2-1 pitch, and it's a strike at the knees. Baker gave it a long look and kind of bent down just a bit, and it's 2-2 to Peyton Baker. Strube ready to work already. 2-2 on the delivery, and there's a curveball, and it catches the inside part of the plate. It freezes Baker, and he goes down on strikes. That is out number 2 and strikeout number 9. And trying to look back, I think every one of them have been the Rams caught looking. They haven't gone down swinging yet tonight. Hayden Bostock comes to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the third baseman his first time up on a bunt attempt. He looks at the first one. It's a fastball at the knees for strike one. Straub has had his way here. He's mowed him down except for that one double. The right-hander deals again, and Strube quickly gets out ahead of Bostock by a count of no balls and 2 strikes. Blake being very efficient on the mound. Strike 2 pitch is a breaking ball that's a bit outside, and the count goes to 1-2. Well, he actually struck out the side in the fourth, but that was after he gave up a double. A 1-2 pitch, and it's going to be too far inside. Count to Bostock goes to 2-2. Hayden, the senior right fielder for Paoli, trying to get something going here with 2 outs and nobody on. And the breaking ball is too far inside. Bostock turns. Strube is walking off the mound thinking he'd had another strikeout, but he has to come back. And it's a 3-2 count to Bostock. Strube with the wind, the payoff pitch, and there's a fastball that catches the inside part of the plate. And another 1-2-3 inning as the Rams go down in order. As Strube once again strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the fifth in the sectional championship game. On the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard, Providence on top, 6-0. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. Shopping for new shingles is a perfect way to increase your home's curb appeal. Your roof can make up more than half your home's exterior, so it should complement its style and help protect you and your family against the elements. At Bender Lumber, we offer many styles of Owens Corning shingles, a leader in the building material industry for over 90 years. So when you're in the market for a new roof, stop by your local Bender Lumber and ask about our Owens Corning shingles. We'll help you find the perfect shingle to complement your home.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mixed asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Roll on to the bottom of the fifth in this Class 2A Sectional 46 Championship Baseball game at Sightsinger Field on the campus of Mitchell Junior Senior High School as Providence leads Paoli by a score of 6-0. And for the Pioneers, it'll be hitters 8 and 9 and 1, Carter O'Daffer, Cale Sipes, and then to the top of the order, and Lucas Mock. O'Daffer on the day has grounded out to the third baseman and walked. First pitch, and the first time he sees Kirkland Hughes on in relief, it sails outside for ball 1. Hughes given up a couple of runs and a couple of hits in his first inning, and the next one is also outside and low for ball 2. O'Daffer, again, one of the 2 seniors, lifts a high pop-up out into short left field, going over the shortstop Spires, and he makes a nice play, headed out to the left field line. So Cooper Spires ranges a long way over to the foul line, and that will be out number 1 of the inning, and Cale Sipes will come to the plate. Sipes struck out in the second and then was walked and left stranded back in the third inning of play. Bases are empty, 1 out for Sipes, sophomore, at the bottom of the order, hitting a very robust .356. He takes a strike on the outside part of the plate at the knees to start things off for strike 1. 1 out in the inning, nobody on. Hughes winds and delivers. Next pitch, off speed, outside for ball 1, 1-1. Garrett Hickman behind the plate today for the Rams. A 1-1 pitch, and it's a strike at the knees, catching the outside part of the plate. Peyton Baker at first, Tyler Hannon at second, Cooper Spires at short, and Austin Chastain now at third. As the 1-2 pitch is high and outside, and it goes to 2-2. Rams outfield, Aiden Hickman in left, Justin Thornton in center, and Hayden Bostock in right. The 2-2 pitch, and it's going to be low and inside all the way back to the backstop. And Sipes has battled back here to go full at 3-2. 1 out in the inning, nobody on for Providence. Pioneers with 6 runs on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard here in this championship game. and lead it 6-0. And there's going to be a one-out walk issued to the number 9 man, Sipes, and he'll be down at first base. The second walk issued by Hughes on in relief. To the top of the order, Lucas Mock will come to the plate for the 4th time today. A couple of singles, a couple of runs scored, and a ground out. First pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. Mock on the season, .391. Good average to get on base. As he steps in from the left side with Sipes on at first. Quick throw over. Oh, and Baker had to really stretch out to his left down the line towards home to pull that one out of the air, or it had been over to the fence, and would have probably been an extra base there for Sipes heading down the second. One out in the inning from the stretch. Hughes brings it home. Runner goes. Throw down. It is there. Do they get him? And they do it. Second time, Hickman has nailed a runner the first time here at second. So he gunned him down on a perfect strike and a good swipe tag put on by the shortstop, Spires. And that will be out number 2 of the inning. And the count is 1-1 to Lucas Mock with 2 outs in the inning. Mock steps in from that left side with the bases empty now and 2 outs. And the 1-1 pitch is going to be, actually it makes it now 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch is a strike at the knees to make it 3-1. Sipes got on base with a walk before he was cut down trying to steal. 3-1 delivery. It's hit on the ground to the shortstop. Spires gets it, throws it across the diamond. One hop, but there's a great stretch towards the outfield side by Peyton Baker to come up with a nice play to end the inning. And the first time that Providence goes down 1-2-3 here this afternoon. At the end of 5 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, it is Providence on top by a score of 6-0. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Rams running out of outs. They got to start getting some base runners here, but so far Blake Strube has had the upper hand as he's pitched a total of 58 pitches so far here in this ball game. He has struck out 10, not walked a batter or hit a batter. He's given up 1 hit, and that was the leadoff double to use back in the 4th inning of play. As Strube working on a 1-hitter. This comes on the heels of the 2-hitter that Jackson threw in the semifinal game against Salem to put his team into tonight's championship game. As for the Rams, it'll be hitters 8, 9, and 1, Raleigh Clunk, Aiden Hickman, and Kirkland Hughes. And the first pitch to Clunk is hit on the ground. It's going to be foul into the Rams dugout down the third base way for strike 1. Clunk, a strikeout victim his first time up, now looking. In fact, all strikeouts have been looking here tonight. Hit on the ground, the slow roller to the shortstop. Pennington gloves it, throws it on the run, and they get him. So Pennington, a nice pick there on that slow roller. And there's quickly 1 up and 1 down for the Rams here in the 6th. And Aiden Hickman will come to the plate. Hickman, he grounded out to Pennington, the shortstop, his first time up. He'll stand in from the right side. Hickman, the junior left fielder, hitting 167, swing and a miss on the first one from Strube for strike 1. In the 6th, 1 out, nobody on for the Rams. Strube ready to work. Strike 1 pitch. It's a fastball. And it's going to be called strike 2 as well, right at the letters. Quickly ahead of Aiden Hickman No balls and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground. This one's going to be fouled the other way down the first base side and out into the parking lot under a vehicle there. A couple of bounces. And the count remains 0-2 to Aiden Hickman. Rams need base runners here, but Strube has been very stingy. Pitched a very good ball game. In fact, almost perfect, except for the 1 double. Next pitch is outside for 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hickman waits the pitch. Strube delivers. Another foul, making him work. So Aiden Hickman doing a nice job of hanging in there, particularly with that 2-strike count on a pitcher in Strube, who's got 10 strikeouts already in this ball game. Strube came in today with only 10 strikeouts in the season, according to the stats. And there's one swinging, that first swinging strikeout of the day. That's going to be out number 2, strikeout number 11. And that'll bring Kirkland Hughes to the plate, who's 1 for 2. I talked with Coach Watson before the game. I said, okay, is he a strikeout pitcher or does he just put the ball in play? He just kind of looked at me and smiled and said, well, it depends on which Blake we get. He said he is capable of having a big strikeout game, but he said also he can have the control where batters put it into play, and he relies on his defense today, though it's been the strikeouts. Here's another one to the shortstop, Pennington, near the bag, throws it across, and a nice backhand by Matt Medlock at first base. And another 1-2-3 inning here in the 6th as the Rams once again go quietly. And at the 5.5 inning mark of this championship game on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, it is Providence on top by a score of 6-0. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
When you suffer the loss of a loved one, you can count on the Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli. They have a 55-year history of serving the needs of families in Orange and surrounding counties. They provide only the best professional services in the most compassionate manner to care for you during this difficult time. You can always count on the Dillman Scott Funeral Home, as generations of families have done for many years. Call 812-723-2276 today. We're here when you need us the most. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Well, one pitcher we did not expect to see today, we will see now here in this 6th inning of play. That will be Tyler Hannon, who has had some arm issues, and the Rams kind of shut him down, but going to bring him in here for maybe close out this game. That means some switching around in the Rams on their defense. Hickman, this being Aiden Hickman, will move in from left to second base. Hughes goes back to shortstop. Spires is back at third, and Chastain moves out to left field. As we begin this bottom of the 6th inning, hitters 2, 3, and 4, Gavin Jackson, Cole Hewitt, and Blake Strube due up here for the Providence Pioneers, who lead it by a score of 6-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Jackson, a big day so far, a couple of walks, a single, and an RBI, and he looks at the first one high and inside for ball 1. Jackson coming in, hitting .400 on the season, as he steps in from the right side. Next pitch is fouled off the screen. A good cut that time off the bat of Jackson. You'll remember if you were tuned in earlier, he hit a moonshot down that left field line, and fortunately for the Rams, it went foul. He tried to use that body language in English to keep it from not going foul, but it did not stay in play and ended up just being a long strike. Hannon on in relief his first inning of work, and this one's popped up a mile high in the air, going out to the right fielder. Bostock coming in and has it for the first out of the inning. So Jackson flies out to the right fielder for out number 1, and that will bring up to the plate Cole Hewitt. Hewitt on the day, singled and scored in the first, flied out to the center fielder, and then hit a 2-run homer the last time up in that 4th inning of play, as he bombed one out to left center field going the opposite way. First pitch from Hannon is going to be a fastball at the knees on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Hewitt, the number 3 man in the order, and the leading hitter on this team at .417, and he hits one off the fist and will pop up, but it's going to fall in over the head of the second baseman, which is right now Hickman, and coming in quickly is Thornton, and that will be a one-out single, and that'll be the third hit of the day for Cole Hewitt, first given up by Hannon here on in relief, and that'll bring up Blake Strube to the plate for the fourth time today. Strube has grounded out the second, walked, and doubled his last time up. He steps in from the right side with one on and one out here in the sixth. Swing and a miss on the first one, a little delayed steal there. Going down to second base, though, is Hewitt ahead of the throw, and he will be at second base with one out, and the count 0-1 to Blake Strube. Strube hitting .393 on the year with 20 RBIs, 3 doubles, and 1 home run. Right-handed hitter, but he has done the job on the mound here today. Coach Watson could not have asked for anything better. The ball gets away off the mitt of the catcher, Hickman. It goes all the way back to the wall, and Hickman has to retreat, and by that time, Hewitt has motored his way down to third base. 90 feet closer, and the count 1-1 to Strube. The 1-1 pitch is a strike taken on the outside part of the plate. The count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tyler Hannon, as we mentioned, some arm trouble early. He hasn't pitched for at least maybe 3 weeks here, latter part of the season. And the next pitch, and he wanted that curveball inside but did not get it. And the count goes to 2-2. Jackson flied out to right. Hewitt a single, then a stolen base and a pass ball. He's down at third. 2-2 pitch on the way to Strube, and he has to back out of that one, and the count goes full to Blake. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Hannon on in relief, the third Ram pitcher of the ball game. And the payoff pitch from the junior is going to be inside for ball 4, and that'll be a 1-out walk, and that will put runners at the corners here today. That will be the 7th walk issued by Rams pitching, and that'll bring up Lincoln Kruer. Kruer, the catcher, is singled, struck out, and grounded out. As I believe we may have a pitch runner again for Strube, but I believe that's probably going to be Went back in again second time. Went was up the last time when Strube got on and was left stranded down at third. So Went sees his second stint on the base pass. To the plate, Lincoln Kruer coming up, hitting .352 on the year. The left-handed hitting catcher for Providence, who lead it 6-0, but runners at the corners with 1 out. It's a big cut and a miss on that first offering as Kruer went up swinging and comes up empty for strike 1. On deck is Zach Medlock. Rams would love to turn a double play here and get out of this inning. From the stretch, Hannon delivers. Overhand fastball is high and outside. 4-1, 1-1. Hewitt, your lead runner, down at third. Went down at first for Providence. 6-0, lead by the Pioneers in this championship game, trying to make it 2 in a row in sectional 46. Next pitch sails high and outside. Count goes to 2-1. Junior Tyler Hannon, the righty on the mound. Checks the runners, brings it home. A fastball that's just a bit off the dish outside, and the count goes to 3-1 to Kruer. As Kruer should get something good here to take a whack at from the left side. See if they're going to run Went or not. He's going to go on to 3-1, and the hit and run on, and it's fouled back and out of play, and the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lincoln Kruer, the Pioneer catcher. Went has to retreat back to first base. The Pioneers 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the fourth inning of play for their 6 runs. And the fastball sails high, and that's going to be back-to-back walks to load them up for Providence here in this 6th inning of play. As the Rams already have issued a total of 8 free passes in this ball game, and Zach Medlock will come to the plate. Medlock has flied out to center, grounded to third, and popped out to third. And we're going to get another courtesy runner. This one is going to be Garrett Jennings. So Jennings will come in like he did earlier in the game for Kruer. Big spot here, though, for Medlock, hitting 167 on the year with bases loaded and only one out in a 6-0 ball game. Hannon. First pitch to the right-hander is going to be high and inside for ball one. Nowhere to put him. The Rams bring the infield in, trying to cut down the runner at the plate if at all possible. The ball gets away from the catcher all the way back to the screen, and coming in to score will be Cole Hewitt to make it now a 7-0 ball game on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. And the runners Went and Jennings also move up to second and third. So an unearned run for Providence. Medlock ahead in the count 2-0, and he'll take a strike on the inside part of the plate for strike one. One out in the inning for Providence with one run already in. Wind in the pitch by Hannon. Off-speed pitch is fouled off the mask of the catcher Hickman, and Garrett stands up. Umpire checks with him. He said, "Yep, I am good to go." And the count goes to 2-2. Pop up to start the inning, then a single and back-to-back walks, a stolen base and a pass ball all mixed in, and one run already in with two in scoring position. Swing and a miss, and that's a big strikeout by Tyler Hannon. Battling back there, that will be out number two. Strikeout number one recorded by the Rams right-hander, and that'll bring up the DH, Brady Haynes. Haynes is hit by a pitch, singled, and was left stranded and popped out to the shortstop his last time out. Infield retreats now with two outs, and a swing and a foul ball off the bat of Haynes as he took a big rip at that first offering from Tyler Hannon and goes down as a foul ball off the screen. Behind in the count 0-1. Tyler pitching from the full wind now with two outs in the inning. A breaking ball, and it's going to be called a strike at the knees, and quickly gets ahead of Haynes by a count now of no balls and two strikes. One run already in here for Providence. The pitch is a curveball that comes up way short, bounces in front of the plate, and a good stab that time by Hickman to keep it in front of him to make sure that those base runners do not advance. Count goes to 1-2 to Haynes. The pitch by Hannon. It's hit on the ground. A chopper to third baseman Spires. A couple of steps in, throw across the diamond, and another nice dig on the low throw by Peyton Baker over at first base to bring that inning to a close for Providence. But Pioneers pick up one more run. They did it on just one base hit. There were two men left on base, and there were no Ram errors. At the end of 6 in this championship game on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, it reads Providence 7, Paoli 0. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
Looking for a reliable landline phone service you can trust? With Orange County Fiber, you'll get crystal clear phone service that's perfect for staying connected. Home or business, we've got plans that fit. Bundle with fiber service or home security monitoring and save every month. Count on the local service you already know and trust with Orange County Fiber. Visit us at www.myremc.coop or call 812-865-2229. Simple, dependable service made just for you.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Last chance for the Rams, who trail it 7-0 here in this seventh inning, and it'll be hitters 2, 3, and 4. And Cooper Spires looks at the first run from Blake Strube for strike one. Strube has been in complete command from the first pitch of this game. This one's beat foul down the third baseway, and Spires behind in the count 0-2. Cooper has grounded out and struck out in his two previous plate appearances. Strube has only faced one over the minimum today, and that was the double by Kirkland Hughes. Hit on the ground, a chopper again going to be wide at third base, fielded cleanly by Coach Jeremy Payton in the third base batter coaching box there for Paoli. Spires got to guard the plate behind. The 0-2 pitch from Stroop is a breaking ball that's a bit inside, and the count goes to 1-2. Cooper's played well today in the field. Thought we might see him throwing, but he threw a lot of pitches the other day on Saturday, and this one's going to be popped up out in front of the plate. Here's Kruger. Now he goes over in fair territory down the third baseline. Now the ball carries back over into fair territory about 10 feet down the line, and that's a tough play, but a good play by the catcher, Lincoln Kruger, for out number 1. And that'll bring up Garrett Hickman, the Rams catcher. Hickman on the day 0 for 2 as he has popped out and struck out. Blake Strube, 2 outs away from pitching a one-hit gem here in this championship game. As Hickman steps in from the left side, and the first one to Hickman is going to be inside for ball 1 to the Rams catcher. Again, Hickman, one of the 3 seniors on this team in the starting lineup, and he lifts a pop-up out into right field. Sipes breaks in, now goes back out, reaches up, settles underneath of it, and pulls it in for out number 2. And the Rams are down to their final out of the ball game, and Tyler Hannon will come to the plate. Hannon is a strikeout victim. He's gone down looking his first 2 previous attempts at the plate. Started playing second base, and then came on and pitched the 6th inning for the Rams, their 3rd pitcher of the day. Strube ready to work. The first pitch to Hannon. He looks at it, and it's going to be low and inside for ball 1. Strube, again, that only hit was that ringing double to right center field off the bat of Hughes. Anything else has not been any problems at all as he has struck out 11 batters. Now falls behind in the count to Hannon at 2-0. Hughes, by the way, the only base runner of the day for Paoli. Ball 2, and now make it ball 3 as it's high and inside. Strube now walks behind the mound, realizing how close he is to pitching a one-hit shutout here this afternoon. And the 3-0 pitch on the way is a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Again, he has not hurt himself at all. He has not walked a batter or hit a batter here today. He's been in complete control since he walked out of the dugout. 3-1 pitch, a swing and a miss on a fastball for strike 2. And the Rams are down to their final out of this ball game in the championship game. The dugout from Providence ready to explode out onto Sitsinger Field. The 3-2 pitch, and it's going to be outside, and that will be a 2-out walk. So there's still life for the Rams. First walk issued today by Strube. And to the plate for the Rams will be the center fielder, Justin Thornton. Justin is 0 for 2 as he has struck out looking his only 2 plate appearances. Hannon will be held on by Medlock down at first base. It's only for the 2nd time today. Strube will pitch from the stretch. First pitch is a chopper, going to be fouled down the third base line off the bat of Justin Thornton. That'll be strike 1 on the Rams center fielder. Justin trying to do his job of keep this inning alive. Hannon got on with a 2-out walk. Strube from the stretch. Checks the runner and brings it home, and it popped up, but it's going to be out of play and foul behind the first base dugout. The Rams again down to their final strike of the game and the season. As Thornton, the right-handed hitting sophomore, steps in. Behind in the count 0-2. Strube from the stretch. Winds and brings it in, and it's going to sail high for ball 1, 1-2. An eye by Thornton to not go after that one out of the strike zone. Lives to see another pitch. The righty, Strube, checks the runner from the stretch, brings it home, and it's going to be fouled and out of play behind the first base dugout off the bat of Thornton. Count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Providence up 7-0 here in the top of the 7th with 2 outs and 1 on, and a 1-2 count on the hitter Thornton. Strube from the stretch, a curveball, and it's going to be hit out to left center field. Going out on the run is the left fielder, and he catches it on the run. Lucas Mock on a fine defensive play here to end this ball game. As Mock, a nice running catch out into left center field, and there's a big dog pile to the left of the pitcher's mound as all of the Providence Pioneers come out here to celebrate their sectional championship here tonight at Sitsinger Field. As the Rams here in the 7th, no runs, no hits, there were no errors, and 1 man left on. And at your ball game, the Sectional 46-2A champs are the Providence Pioneers as they have defeated the Paoli Rams here this evening by a score of 7-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. We'll be back to recap this championship game. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
This one seems too high maintenance, and this one is definitely hiding something.
You still haven't picked one?
I can't help it if I just want the perfect relationship with my credit card.
Swipe and save at Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Our Visa credit card offers super low rates. Transfer your high-interest credit card debt with no balance transfer fee and no annual fee today. Visit HoosierHills.com and say yes to paying less for your credit card. Subject to credit approval. Qualification standards apply. Insured by NCUA.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home, protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Providence Pioneers waiting to get their much-earned and deserved hardware here this evening as they are ready to accept for the second straight year the championship trophy of the Class 2A Sectional 46, this time from Sight Singer Field and Athletic Director Jeff Callahan at Mitchell High School. And the seniors for the Providence Pioneers come up to accept that trophy. Again, they are the defending state 2A champs, and they're back on their road maybe for more success here in 2025. And they did it with pitching here tonight. In fact, pitching the last two games has been outstanding as their star right-hander Gavin Jackson threw a two-hitter and a shutout on Saturday over Salem 10-0. And then his teammate, junior Blake Strube, backed it up today with a one-hit shutout in the championship game over the Paoli Rams to win it. Here, your final, again, on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Providence winning it 7-0. Providence, your line score, 7 runs on 9 hits. There were no errors, and they leave 9 batters on base. Paoli, no runs. The only hit of the day was a leadoff double by Kirkland Hughes in that 4th inning out to right center field, and that was the only base runner, and he could not advance any further. The Rams committed 3 errors, all of those in the first inning of play that opened up the gate for Providence to score those early runs here to jump out to a quick 3-0 lead at the end of the first inning. And Paoli, of course, but that lone base runner, they only had one man left on base here today. For the Rams, as we mentioned, it was the strikeouts that they just could not handle Blake Strube here today. As Strube, your winning pitcher, he goes 7 innings, does not give up 1 run, allows 1 hit, struck out 11, walked 1, and did not hit a batter. For the Rams, they had 3 pitchers here today. They started out with Austin Chastain, who went 3 innings, giving up 4 runs on 6 hits. He struck out 2, walked 4, and hit 1 batter. Kirkland Hughes went 2 innings. He gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, did not strike out a batter and walked 2. And Tyler Hannon pitched the final inning, going 1 inning. He gave up 1 run on 1 hit. He struck out 1 and walked 2 batters. And again, Providence, your sectional champions, as they get their championship photo taken around home plate here at Sight Singer Field from their fans on the field as they win it 7-0. We'll have more of our wrap-up show here from Sight Singer Field. Again, Providence, your sectional champions, as they defeat the Rams on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard 7-0. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
Looking for a reliable landline phone service you can trust? With Orange County Fiber, you'll get crystal clear phone service that's perfect for staying connected. Home or business, we've got plans that fit. Bundle with fiber service or home security monitoring and save every month. Count on the local service you already know and trust with Orange County Fiber. Visit us at www.myremc.coop or call 812-865-2229. Simple, dependable service made just for you.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Hi, this is John Bender. Shopping for new shingles is a perfect way to increase your home's curb appeal. Your roof can make up more than half your home's exterior, so it should complement its style and help protect you and your family against the elements. At Bender Lumber, we offer many styles of Owens Corning shingles, a leader in the building material industry for over 90 years. So when you're in the market for a new roof, stop by your local Bender Lumber and ask about our Owens Corning shingles. We'll help you find the perfect shingle to complement your home.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Cowcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Cowcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Cowcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Providence fans continue to mingle on Sightsinger Field here as they celebrate another sectional championship, 2 in a row here in Class 2A Sectional 46. A big shutout win. Blake Strube, an outstanding game on the mound, a 1-hit shutout here today, striking out 11 Ram hitters. Providence opened up scoring today. They picked up 3 runs on 3 hits in the first inning, another run on 2 hits in the second, and then 2 runs on 2 hits in the fourth. The big blow, of course, was that 2-run homer by Cole Hewitt, and then the final run on 1 hit coming in the sixth. So we mentioned the Rams' struggle at the plate. They had no answer today for the big right-hander, Blake Strube. Rams' only hit of the game, that coming off the bat of Kirkland Hughes, and that was a double to lead off the fourth, and that's where he was left stranded. And every time he would get in a little bit of a jam, well, he just struck out one batter right after the other, and it wasn't any jam at all. That was the only base runner the Rams had and the only one that got in scoring position, as he did not hurt himself today. Great job by Strube on the mound with those 11 strikeouts, only 1 walk, and did not hit a batter. As we mentioned earlier, the winner of this sectional will take on the winner of Switzerland County sectional champion. That's going on this evening between Austin and Switzerland County. Now, the regional games will be played in a doubleheader format. The regional assignments, they will be announced by the IHSA on Wednesday. Now, here are the local options that where in the South region where Providence could go. Right back here maybe at Sightsinger Field. Other host sites include Jasper, Southridge, Floyd Central, Evansville Wrights at Bossy Field, Madison, Mooresville, and Center Grove. And again, those assignments will be announced on Wednesday, so Providence will have a day to wait before they find out just exactly where they will be playing the regional and the time that they will be on the field come Saturday afternoon or evening. For the Paoli Rams, the loss today, they end up their season now 10-10. For the Providence Pioneers, the number 7 team in Class 2A, they advance now to the regional, where they will take to the regional a 14-7 record. And here today, for the Paoli Rams, 3 seniors play their final game in the purple and gold, that being Garrett Hickman, along with Peyton Baker and Hayden Bostock, as their careers as Paoli athletes, and again, they are all multi-sport athletes, finally come to a close here against a very good Providence Pioneer team by a score of 7-0 in this championship game. And again, we wish the best of luck to Garrett Hickman, Peyton Baker, and Hayden Bostock as they begin the next chapter in their lives, their young lives after high school. And they're outstanding young men, both on the field and off the field, and we wish them success as they continue their lives now moving on into the next chapter. We'll be back to wrap things up from Sight Singer Field. Again, your final today on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard in this Class 2A Sectional 46 championship game, Providence 7 and Paoli 0. You're listening to Rams Baseball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community, one scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Craving your favorite meal, but don't want to leave the house? OC Eats has got you covered. We deliver from the best restaurants in West Baden, French Lick, and Paoli every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Whether you're in the mood for burgers, pizza, Chinese, Japanese, ice cream, or something else, we've got you covered. Just visit getoceats.com, that's GETOCEATS.com, or call 812-653-7431, and we'll place the order for you. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon.
A lot of thank yous to pass around here in our final broadcast of the 2024-25 high school sports season, wrapping up in baseball. First of all, a big thank you out to our tournament host here at Mitchell High School, Sight Singer Field, and tournament director Jeff Callahan. Had an opportunity as well to meet the new athletic director, Jeff Hine, coming in, who will be taking over in the athletic duties come this fall here at Mitchell Junior Senior High School. Also, a big thank you out as well to our coaches, Trey Watson from Providence, and of course Jeremy Payton, who's been with us all season long, for the information and stats that they passed along to us before the game. We appreciate the time that they take out prior to a game to give us a few minutes and tell us about their ball clubs in preparation for games like this today. And of course, we couldn't do it without all of our outstanding sponsors, not only today but throughout the baseball season and throughout basketball as well as football in the fall and back in the winter, and wrap it up here in the spring. And here we want to also, before we leave this evening, wish best of luck to some area softball teams who will be in regional tomorrow afternoon and evening. Class A Orleans goes after regional title. They have to make the long road trip over to Clay City. So best of luck to Coach Will Owens and the Bulldogs. And Wood Memorial will be at West Washington, the Senators looking to advance, and that's in Class A. And in Class 2A, Salem will be at Brownstown Central. Here tonight, though, at Sight Singer Field, the Providence Pioneers punched their ticket for the second straight year. The defending state champions now move on to regional on Saturday. Once again, we won't know exactly where they will be going, and their opponent being decided right now between Switzerland County and Austin. And on Wednesday evening, the IHSA will announce the times and the locations for regionals throughout the southern part of the state. So tune in. We'll have that information for you when it does become available. Again here today, Blake Struve, the junior right-hander, pitches a gem, a one-hit shutout, striking out 11 and leading his team to the sectional title here in Class 2A Sectional 46. Also, a big thank you out today and throughout the entire season. As always, a great job by Melissa Wall, our engineer and producer. And, of course, most of all, thanks to you for listening. I'm Dave Dedrick. Again, your final today from Sightsinger Field in the Class 2A Sectional 46 sectional champion. It is Providential winner as they defeat Paoli. Your final 7-0. Good evening, everybody, and have a great summer.
Your home for